It is easy to be critical of the railroads of the late 1800s. Their narrow perspective blinded them to the possibilities of aviation. Simon Sinek observed, they focused on what they did rather than why they did it. Many of us in the United Methodist Church have done the same thing. We've embraced the mission of the church, which is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. But we ask questions like, what is a disciple? And what is transformation? Then we engage in circular debates and divide into factions based on our definitions. But we need to ask ourselves the why questions. Why questions probe our sense of identity. They help us to know one another. Since coming to the Oklahoma area, I've asked a few leaders in both conferences to meet in small groups to share their faith journeys and or call to ministry. There's something about our own story of faith that puts us in touch with our personal why. Sharing stories with people empowers us to belong. It helps us find our deep beliefs and values. It identifies our common heritage. Listen again to this why story from John Wesley. In the evening, I went very unwillingly to a society in Aldersgate Street where one was reading Luther's preface to the Epistle to the Romans. About 9:15, he was describing the change which God works in the heart through faith in Christ. I felt my heart strangely warmed. I felt I did trust in Christ, Christ alone for my salvation, and an assurance was given me that He had taken away my sins, even mine, and saved me from the law of sin and death. What is your why story?
One of the main things I love about Project Transformation is, I remember as a child, reading comprehension was a struggle for me. I was always able to read, always able to spell, but sometimes I wouldn't know exactly what I read. I would come back and I'd have a little issues and my teacher would try to figure out what was going on. That's one of the things we kind of address in our program. We have different ways of knowing what are the needs of our children and we try to reach out to that. So when I think about the kids that now get the opportunity to learn and really learn from other people, I get so excited about it. That's why I get so excited and I get so passionate about what I do. On the young adult side, we get to provide an opportunity where young adults get to try something new, be in a different area. A lot of the students that we have that are serving as members, they're not going to be teachers. They don't need to be teachers and they don't want to be teachers, but they want to give back to a community. They want to reach out to a child. And that's what's special about our program. Anyone can serve and anyone can reach out and anyone can change a life. And that's what disciples are for.